this is the first block we needed to make the golden plate. This is the first step to get the golden plate. I generally dislike this. Okay, so we have that. Now we're gonna... Okay, we have an enchanted gold block, which I could go also down into the mines, into the Dwarven mines, because there is some gold there. Also, I have some enchanted gold here that I've been, I got from my exploration in the Crystal Hollows. And I also have a gold minion somewhere. I know I do, because I had to upgrade him to get minion slots. I'm actually gonna swap him out. Is this the right spot? Yeah, yes it is. I'm gonna put the diamond spread on him, of course, and I'm gonna put the super compactor, of course, because we're not missing that out. Let me just remove a bit of the cobblestone so you can generate blocks, because otherwise it's just gonna start complaining and it's gonna be very annoying. Let me just free you up, buddy. I didn't mean to steal your gold, but that works. What do I need? What do I need? Let me check. I need so much more gold. Just... Okay, that's okay. That works. I think I'm gonna upgrade him as well. Actually, before we do that, let me see how much we can buy. No, I don't want to buy too much though. I do want to keep that money, because how much is treasurite? Because I think I'm gonna suffer for that one. Or no, let me check I actually never checked Dwarven materials. Treasurite. Where do you even see? I have no idea where you find this. I know it's in the Crystal Hollows, but where? I have no clue. Okay, I can't buy drops though, right? The glassite? Nope. Well, guess it's time to go stab people. This is awesome. Oh, I need to evacuate. Okay, thank you. Very cool. I will sell some stuff so that we can have more space. Sell. We can sell this, and we can sell not that, absolutely not that. And I need... Okay, actually, let's go cook. Let's cook. I'm not gonna make... We're just moving on. I'm not making that joke. There's a... just gonna move on. Anyway... Something that has been happening in the behind the scene, and I touched on before, is how I'm looking for a job, and it's been quite taxing on my just physical, mental health. Since in how hard you have to just... People say, especially old people, are just out there saying, oh no, finding a job is very easy. You can just... Everybody's hiring. It's not like that. It's not that easy. I had an appointment today with, I don't know, they're the government people that tell you, okay, you're without a job. If I had applied a little bit before, oh no, this is the worst time to be here. Is there a goblin raid? Oh no, I think it just ended. Let me just... That guy's not doing okay. I'm just gonna... We're moving on. I'm gonna make a refined diamond. Yes. Okay, so we gotta wait 8 hours. So eventually you with the power of recording and passing, you will later see that. But what I want to do is go and get some glassite jewels. Okay, actually, there's gonna be either or situation where we're gonna check if there's anybody down at the ice wall killing the ice walkers. If nobody's there, we're getting those help me glassite jewels. I'm saying help me, but you can't actually help me. I'm just used to it, but. We're just gonna see. I think that guy is... Oh, there's too many people. Okay, we're going up to we can go to the cliffside mines or to the royal mines. I think I know there's gold somewhere. This is the cliffside. Yeah, these are the cliffside veins, but I know there's gold somewhere. I completely forgot where. That's the bad time. I think it's above me. It must be. I can't see it, but I know it's above me. Or is it the royal mines that I'm confusing them for? Yeah, okay, you see, there's gold here. Can I mine it? No. I lied. Maybe? Did I lie? No, I didn't lie. The auto smelting... Wait, I actually I have to configure that. Okay, you see that gold? We're going for that gold. I feel like gold is gonna be slightly easier to get than... Considering I can also just be chill and just mine here. Nice. So we don't have to do much else. I'll see the glass-eye jewels later on. I think I need... How many do I need? 5? Yeah, 5. I know I have 3 or 2 at home, so I just need 3. Which is still gonna be difficult, by the way. Don't expect just a breeze going through that. Don't be foolish now. Also, something that I'm just reflecting upon, exactly in timing with the Goblin Raid ending, is how I think I really need a mining pet. I think I'm aiming too high with the armadillo pet. I think I should get a silverfish or something of the like. But I'm not entirely sure how worth it is, you know, especially because you don't just get an automatic legendary pet. So, you know, armadillo, you get more, you know, probability in it, which is not exactly good considering I'm bad at it. Also, there's that block that's bothering me immensely. I don't know what it is, but I just hate it. I hate it so much. Why is it not gold? Hypixel Skyblock, why is it not gold? Also, speaking of, I'm just thinking about this saying Hypixel Skyblock. I've watched so many shorts. There's a channel on YouTube its entire purpose is to upload those presidents playing Hypixel, like Bed Wars, Minecraft, stuff like that. They're so captivating for absolutely no reason. You know, they're just... I'm just mesmerized. I'm like a kid watching whatever kids, very young kids watch these days, those weird channels that propose nursing rhymes and stuff like that. It's just so weird. I don't know why I have this. I'm so interested. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just nice. If I can find the channel, I will attach it, because personally, I feel like if you like those type of videos, even if, okay, this opens up a conversation for AI. I personally believe that using AI to produce funny stuff that is palatable, stuff that doesn't have any malicious or negative impact or effect, that's okay. You can do that. If you wanna make a video with the presidents playing Minecraft Bed Wars on Hypixel Skyblock, you can do that. If you wanna make the presidents play, you know, whatever game and like act it out, you can do that. That's okay. But I feel like stealing from, like, for example, artists with the pretense of teaching the AI to get better, it's just an excuse to steal from people, get something else to do your work, and then claim fame and glory from it. And it's honestly despicable, because it's okay if you're not good at art, at being an artist. You can always get better. It takes effort. I'm not good of an artist myself, but I do try, and I exercise, and I try to draw, and like there's some things I drew that I'm pretty proud of, because even if they're bad and they're not the best, I still like them because they show an improvement in my form. To just feed an image into an AI and then tell it what to do and what to replicate, it's just vile, you know? You're just using something that's not yours at all, and you're just abusing something that was supposed to be positive, you know? AI can be useful, and I remember how it's useful, but it's a double-edged sword, because AI should be used to automate jobs that humans can give over to AI without losing anything, you know, jobs that would require repetitive, completely lifeless jobs that simply do not bring any positivity to somebody's life. Of course, there's people that like those jobs, and give power to them, of course. But it's just, I feel like AI should be used in a more intelligent and positive way, instead of trying to strip away one of humanity's greatest gifts, which is the ability to be imaginative. Because at the end of the day, AI is not imaginative. It's just a copying machine. It's the equivalent of telling a computer to get an equation, to get a formula, to get a mathematical rule, and to do the same calculation over and over again with some differentiations. It's just that. It's not fun. It's just depressing. And what's sadder to me is how a few weeks ago at this point, how much do I have? Yay, I got half a stack. That's nice. This is actually much better because I don't get stone or like cobblestone like with diamonds and other things. But anyway, I feel like a few weeks ago somebody came out, or like last week I think it was, somebody came out with a software that was able to apply a veil on your art to basically disturbs the frequency of AI. You know, there's those signal disturber that just interrupt signals, specific signals and stuff like that. There's something like that for AI as well. And I saw the reaction from the AI artist community, and they were so mad. They were so mad that they couldn't steal from artists, and they would just be forced to insert data into their AIs that would just it would just create a big mess, is what I'm saying. And it's just sad because artists put a lot of work into what they do. Of course, not everybody is a good person. Many of them commit, I wouldn't say crimes, but they're definitely not good with their actions. But this doesn't mean that everybody has to get their art stolen and just repurposed as a eye feeding, you know. Honestly, recording and editing my own videos has become such an eye-opener, and gave me so much more respect. I already had respect, of course, because video editing, I've always knew that it's not something that you just do in a day. It gave me newfound respect for the editors that are behind big channels that do, like, for example, big edits and stuff like that. Personally, I would not be able to do that. I mean, of course, don't knock it till you've tried it, but personally, I don't think I would be able to do as many edits and to be as precise and create such clean videos like some of the editing I've seen out there. Also, I feel like this style of Minecraft might seem boring, but to me is the most relaxing because it reminds me of when I first started out, where it's just mining and mining and mining, creating, doing. I'm not a really good builder myself. The most I've done are a few, I don't even know how to explain them. Plain houses I remember I made a stable for my little horses. I made houses. I like, personally, in my building style is I try to adapt to the nature, or like to what I find as much as possible, because I feel like it's just a personal belief. I know I could just, level out a mountain and, create something, destroy the system and like bring insane biomes to where places shouldn't be. I know I could do that, but at the same time, I like to adapt to what I'm facing in nature. I found some of the prettiest seeds, but prettiest places, but I think I'll forever remember how on one of the servers I played, that one of the seasons of the Techno Twitter SMP, I didn't find, it's a long story behind it, but basically there was a badland biome that's such a pretty organization. It was built in such a pretty way. It had an area where you could with lakes, you had an area where you had spikes. I feel like my favorite biome ever in Minecraft are Badlands spikes. So like, you know, when you go to the Badlands and you see those columns of rocks and terracotta, that has to be one of my favorite. The lush caves and the ancient cities are really attractive, I'm not gonna lie. For a while I thought, oh god, this is my new favorite biome, especially when I first saw one ancient city. I was mesmerized. I really like the colors, I really like how dark it is, I really like how scary it is. I remember how much and how long I spent trying to tiptoe my way in an ancient city. And I don't know, man. They're just... And lush caves, of course. You can imagine why. The axolotls, the glowing berries, the flower thingy that leaves the particles. I forgot the name. Blossom flower? I forgot the name. I haven't played vanilla Minecraft for a very long time. Vanilla Minecraft for a very long time. I've recently been on a MCC island streak, which I think I'm gonna record a video for, just fun. I feel like it's so fun if you get the right lobby. Listen, I'm against toxic players, right? I don't like them. Some of them, they go too far. I've had a couple of lobbies that were absolutely unbearable, and I condemn toxic behavior on public servers, especially when it's explicit that you can't do that, you should not be doing that. But sometimes a little toxicity is good, you know. I found a lobby where there was this guy with a Minecraft, with a skin with like leaves. I forgot his name, but he was toxic. He was toxic to me as well, but at some point I just flat out started beating him up. I just targeted him because he was disturbing other players. Like, I'm gonna take one for the team, I'm taking this guy down, and I almost did. And I think I finished before him as well, and then he finished a little way behind me. But I feel like it just made and then after that, after our duel, he actually stopped, and it started being more enjoyable, and he stopped being so toxic. So that was kind of fun, you know, that type of deal. I'm talking, of course, to get to the other side. I'm a PvP god in disguise, so of course I'm not gonna show off my skill in battle box or sky battle. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna rat myself out. I'm gonna stay in the shadows and lurk. If you actually believe that, now that's your fault. But I mainly play hole in the wall and to get to the other side, because I feel like those are challenging but also not too hard on the PvP side of things, especially all in the wall. You can't hit anybody. I feel like I was accidentally toxic because I got a modifier at some point and I accidentally used it on a man in front of me who, ironically enough, had a Technoblade skin. And I just hit him off, and I felt so bad because I was like, no, I'm sorry. I know the whole purpose is to win, but it just felt bad because most of these people are probably kids, you know? I go into that island with the idea that most people are kids and I should not be too toxic, because I do have some toxic tendencies myself. When I get too heated in the game, I can keep them under control, but sometimes it's fun to indulge, you know? I'm just a spooky little person that's ready to bite at your ankles whenever you least expect it. I need to catch up on the QSMP stream as well, because I watched, I think, halfway through it, but I had to stop because I've been busy with jobs and stuff. So, and also recording the other videos I planned. I have 70 levels. I could probably enchant something, I think. But what if I don't want to follow the wind? What if I'm content in mining my little gold? We're also almost at 1 stack, which is kind of good. This is just taking a very long time, but I feel like it's worth it. I think I'm gonna probably mine at least a stack, and then I'll consider whether or not to buy one. What's it called? To buy the... help me. Half a stack, and then I'll see, because I need 2 enchanted gold blocks, so I think I'll mine for 1 and then I'll buy the other if I can. I should be able to. It shouldn't be too much, but I'll see. I don't know if I should upgrade my minions. My, like, gold minion. I don't think he's super useful. I could try and see. But I'm not entirely sure how much he can produce. We're at 55. I think I can make this one. I think I can do it. I think I've actually reached a point where I will make the first gold block, right? Then I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go buy gold so that I can use it to upgrade the gold minion that I have back home. So that at least, because I feel bad buying the whole enchanted block. I do want to grind for it. I don't want to, it's the laziness in my brain that wants me to do it, but I will persist and I will make it. I'm almost a stack done. Like I need a couple more, but I will do it. I will not be stopped. Okay, so first piece acquired. It's been 8 hours. I did it. I'm fine. And now let's go back to mining gold. I basically got some thanks to the minion back home, so we're kind of close to getting the first one. However, I know I need so much more to get the actual golden plate, and I think after I will skip to when I actually get the blocks, so you don't have to suffer, unless I have something valuable to say. And I will record that. Afterwards, I will see to get the remaining 3 glass edge jewels that I need. I mean, I have bad opinions on things, and I know that. And of course, I keep them to myself. It's absolutely fine to keep things for yourself, you know? Also, I feel like it should be more normalized to be like, yeah, I have this opinion, but it's not black and white. It's also more nuanced than that. Like, what was it? I saw something recently, like, oh yeah, I remember that. So there's this person, right, who's part of the LGBT community, and every once in a while they apparently go viral because they're considered cringe. And while I am tired of seeing like, I don't do well with cringe. There's some stuff that I just double down and die inside because I genuinely can't stand it. But I mean, when I see other people, it's worse because this person, especially the way they talk and move, something about it makes me crawl into my own skin. But at the same time, I do not condone doxing. There's people out there consciously hating on this person and sending them death threats and all kind of nasty stuff. And it's just, it's fine if you think that they shouldn't go viral and you're tired of seeing them and you're tired of of cringing at them, but at the same time you don't need to go that far. That's just embarrassing. That's mean girl behavior and you need to grow out of it. Like, Jesus, if you're mad at somebody of the community because they're too cringe and they're an embarrassment and you think they're an embarrassment for everybody in the community, you are not part of the community, bro. Like, trust me, no matter for some people, no matter how palatable you might present, they're still gonna hate you. They don't need another cringy kid to hate you, trust me. At the end of the day, that's just how it is. And let me check how much. Okay, we're getting close to our first block, so let me just keep on going. Okay, so guys, I've decided to make something drastic, which is I decided to get a pet to help me out mining, and I've decided to try out and make a silverfish pet because they seem to be, I feel like it's gonna be a good investment. So for the time being, I admit I had to buy the eggs because I didn't have enough, and the cobblestone as well, but now we're gonna see if we can get a silverfish pet. It's actually legendary. That's pretty nice. It also apparently it had the 20% to, like, the 20% chance to actually show up. So I'm gonna say I'm very lucky on that side. I was expecting it to be normal. Well, not normal, sorry. I meant epic because it's the 80%, but I'm lucky. I guess today it's a lucky day. Let's see if what else we can do. Now I'm gonna go back to mining. Okay, this is so stupid. I have Mother, like the Megan Trainor song. Yeah, I got that stuck in my mind for absolutely no reason. And I'm suffering quite a lot because yeah, it's not a good song to have in mind for no reason. I actually hate it. But I'm stuck because until I can find a replacement song, it's not going away. No, don't do that. If I put it there, I will simply lose it. I will forget where I put it, and I'll be very sad. So I just gonna leave that there. Yep, back to mining I go. Hello there, Malian Editing over here. I have a funny story. So in this part of the video, while I was mining, I decided to start talking about Duolingo because at the time it was something I was enjoying. I was very much feverishly connected to it, so I would be a very good Duolingo user. I would do my daily language challenges and everything. Except few days ago now, a week ago, last week. Time doesn't feel real in January, so I apologize. But a few days ago, at least, Duolingo decided to announce that they would cut off their employees, and instead of using other employees or literally any other solution would have been good. But they decided instead to announce that they would swap in the translations made with the help of actual translators. They decided to swap them in with AI backed translations, which I don't know if you ever had the chance to see AI backed translations. They're not good. They're horrible because the AIs we have right now are horrible at making things good for people to learn. So, not good. So what I actually reached a 500 days streak on Duolingo, and I simply decided to nuke my account. So, yeah, that was fun, I guess. It's funny, again, I went on this whole rant about Duolingo, about how good it was, about the functionality of, the leaderboard and whatnot. And then it's like, a few days ago I saw the news, I was like, yup, I'm not using Duolingo again. This is the type of use of AI that I definitely do not respect or approve of. So, yep, watch me complete this. I will record this. I will keep this in because this is just a flex. I know this obstacles like the back of my mind, like the back of my mind. What am I saying? Back of my head. Hand. Dude, I can't speak English anymore, I guess, and now this is embarrassing because this is taking me longer than I expected. Well, there we go. I'm gonna go the easy mode. I'm not gonna embarrass myself further, you know what I'm saying? I also needed to do a mission for this, so... How do I even do this? Wait, hold on, I've never seen this before. Ah, I see. You get it? I see, because ice. Yeah, that was an awful joke on my end. Dude, I get lost. Easy. Oh, it's the person. You know what? I respect whoever. Okay, there we go. Bap. Nice. Now back to the video. Actually, let me tell you something funny. So, I have 2 cats, right? And one of them is a straight up indoor cat. He's always lived inside. He's young. I adopted him back in October. I got it. He was born August last year. So he's a very young kitten. I will soon get him spayed. And he's an absolute menace. His full name is Aldebaran. His government name, the one that he has on his vet certificate, whatever. The small booklet they give you at the vet when you give them vaccinations and stuff and a visit, stuff like that. Anyway, so his government name is Aldebaran. My friends have baptized him as Stinker, affectionate, and he's a menace. He's quite loud. Considering he's still not neutered, his meows are very loud, and my father feels very bad for him. So every time he meows, he answers back, and that's the last thing you should do as a cat owner, by the way. Unless your cat is really in pain and he needs help. But you know it. I don't know how to explain it, because if you never owned an animal, like if you never had a cat, it's hard to explain, but you know when a cat is meowing for help, or when a cat is meowing because they're just annoyed, or like they're just bored. And however, my dad spoiled Aldo. Oh yeah, I forgot to say what I affectionately call him, and what my family calls him, because Aldebaran is of course a very long name, is Aldo, which is a pretty standard Italian name. It's an old people name, I guess, and it's very funny every time. Even when I brought him to the vet for the first time, I kept calling him Aldo. And the vet was like, "Oh yeah, cute. What's his name?" So that I could put it on the booklet. And I told her, "Oh no, his name is Aldebaran." And she was like very confused, but I like that. I like giving weird names to cats. And Aldo is very spoiled. He's a brat, and he meows and meows and meows. And my dad sometimes complains, and every time he does, I'm like, "Remember, I told you not to answer back to him when he meows, but you did, and now we're here, so deal with it." Something else that happened, actually, something else that happened, I mean, actually, Aldo's life has been pretty uneventful. He's a fool, and he falls into the most cartoonish ways. Like, he definitely has bumped his head so many times just because he's unable to. Sometimes he just has the zoomies, but he just absolutely mashes his head into doors and stuff. It's actually kind of funny, of course. I always check if he's not hurt, but it's just dumb. There's nothing wrong with him. No neurological problems. It's just dumb like that. Oh wow, actually, that's a lot. Anyway, my other cat is a bit of a different situation because his name is Baldur, and he's been brought up as a outdoor cat. He was like kind of a barn cat. He would catch mice and stuff. And the only reason why he became an outdoor cat, despite my efforts to make him an indoor cat, was because he kept following other cats outside. I first started letting him like on my balcony, of course checking him and the other cat that I had, and they started to become friends. So when my older cat went out for his walks, because I trusted him to stay in the vicinity of the house so and not get squashed, Baldur started following him. So now he's more of an outdoor cat than he is an indoor cat. Unfortunately, I deeply regret not doing anything right away, but I thought at the time, okay, it's fine. He's not gonna go too far, and of course he never did, and he never got hurt or anything like that. It's just I know that you should keep cats indoor. Don't tell me that. I know it. I still am I will forever keep Aldo inside because I know that you should keep them inside because they're predatory and they're usually not. Even if people believe that they're what's it called? They're native species. They're not. They're invasive species in most countries, especially in countries where I feel like considering cats technically come from Africa, or like the ancestors of cats come from Africa because they've been domesticated, and they go back a lot, that type of deal. So technically they're an invasive species to everywhere but Africa. But anyway, I know you should keep them inside, point blank. But something Baldur does, I always thought he was too shy to actually trust people. Like, I always saw him as, it was kiddish. When he was a kid, he would always be very anxious for absolutely no reason. I tried my best to socialize him, and he was kind of socialized before I got him. But I don't know, some cats just have that anxious personality. And the problem is, he has a double family now. Like, those husbands that cheat on their wives and they have a whole nother family on the side and you never know it until you find out? That's kind of what happened with Baldur, because I discovered, as in like a couple of years ago at this point, he kept hanging out at somebody's house and like my neighbor's house, and he genuinely gets cuddles, he gets food, he gets everything he wants. And trust me, when he comes home, like when he comes here and he stays inside, because of course he stays inside a lot as well, especially in cold months, I keep him inside as much as possible because it's dangerous for him to be out. And he just goes and looks for cuddles. He gets fed. Apparently, though, it doesn't go inside their houses. Like, he waits for my neighbors outside of their house. And, you know, they wait for him and they feed him and they cuddle him. But he never goes up into their houses. And that's something I'm very grateful for. Because if something happened while he was inside, it would be my fault, of course. But yeah, no, he's just kind of like, yeah, I accept the cuddles and the food, but that's about it. It's a professional relationship. It's not, I will go up into your house and sleep with you, like on the sofa or some stuff. You know, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that he's still anxious enough to not trust completely other people, because it would be quite a problem otherwise. I feel like he started trusting said neighbor because they feed all the stray cats that are around, because unfortunately, I think years ago somebody let out a female cat, an unspayed, which, by the way, I'm begging you, if you have a female cat, please spay her. I don't care if you keep her inside all day long, spay her, because it's gonna prevent so many problems. It's gonna prevent her going into fake heat, or like going into heat altogether. It's gonna prevent her having hysteric pregnancies and stuff like that. I think it should actually. I'm not entirely sure. I will not completely say that with certainty because I'm not sure. But it can help. It cannot completely prevent them, but it can help. And just in general, if one day she escapes, you're still like, you will not be left with unwanted kittens, you know. So definitely spay. Also, this goes for male cats as well. I have both. Aldo is still a bit too young to be spayed and neutered, but Baldur has been neutered as soon as I could because I didn't want him to spay him too young. But at around it's usually 8 months old, but it depends on your veterinary, because some people say, "Oh no, it's fine if you can wait up a year," and because that's what I did. Like, I waited for a year and then I spayed him. But it really depends on the person. This new vet that I brought Aldo to told me to wait 8 months at least. So I think in a couple of months he will be spayed. Because trust me as well, and this is something that is stupidly funny, but if you really want to test somebody's grits, you know, you don't need to put them through insane practices. You don't need to train them like crazy to build up the true tolerance to pain and suffering. Just make them clean a cat litter, you know, and I'm talking kitten litter, where the kitten hasn't been neutered yet. Trust me, that builds character. As the person who has to clean the litter, because my family doesn't do it, so I have to do it. I have to be in charge of that. It's absolutely hot every single time. I'm glad that face masks have become common due to the virus. But I'm kind like I definitely use them to clean the litter because the smell is atrocious. I do not understand. He's so small. I'm talking about Aldo, of course, because Baldur doesn't use the litter for some reason. Of course, I should get two, whatever. But I don't understand how much just smell can come from a single kitten. I do not get it. He's so smelly. And I just don't understand why, you know? It's like, you're so small and cute. You should not. How? How are you doing all this? I guess the same could be said for babies, but yikes, I'm not a babies person, so I'm just gonna say with cats, I swear. Cleaning cat litter is an absolute, it's horrible for the soul, you know? If you want to build up absolute tolerance for any kind of odor, that's definitely one way to do it. Like, I'm completely desensitized. I guess I've always been used to strong, horrible smells, and I've always been used more than my brother because, like, more than my family in general, but trust me, it's just horrible, 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 and if you can avoid it, you're very lucky. If you can't, I feel for you, and we're in this together. Okay, guys, I was just minding my own business, and I was mining gold, and somebody came up and just gave me the full glassite set with growth on it, protection and growth on it. I'm fine with the legging. I have the leggings and the chest plate, but this random man just gave me the helmet and the boots as well. So I'm just gonna put them on. You know, I have so much defense. Jesus. And I gave him some cobblestone, but he just gave me. I guess he had a spare. I don't know, man. But this is happening way too much at this point. This is not the first time that happened. Jesus. Okay, I saved you literally a couple of hours of mining, and now I have all the enchanted gold. It was kind of painful, but now let me just do the most satisfying thing, which is this. Bang. Now I think I'm gonna go down to the ice wall. Okay, I skipped a lot of killing, slaughtering, and finally got the 3 jewels I needed. So now we're just gonna make a golden plate, and we're fine. Like, you have no idea, I've skipped so much. So much just to make this. And it's gonna be 6 hours, and so I'll see you after this 6 hours. I think I'm just gonna wait for a day. Okay, so finally I also got this. I spent so long mining in this little corner. Again, I'm skipping it because otherwise I don't want to go too long on this. Now we shall do not the drill engine. I need a fuel tank. So we're doing this, and in 10 hours, I think, well, I'm gonna check in tomorrow, like afternoon, so I can see. At that point, they will probably be done. So we got the fuel tank, we got the golden plate. I will need to mine some more diamonds, of course, and to get the refined diamond. I will also need to find a way to get a, what's it called? Treasurite, actually. So that's gonna be fun for you, not for me.